This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Detroit Lions. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go. Here we go. Squeeze, double up. Check four. Pass it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Good job, Dave.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Jim.
McCaffrey on the counter. Spins by. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Switch. Check. Let it go.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A loss of 3 yards brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Gets past one man. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Okay, ready? And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Under crunch. Check three.
There.
Check hot route.
And
Twist.
get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's track. 25. Check 25. Why? Get one.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo.
Check 24. Shift. Mark 50.
Hey. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Squeeze. Hey, do.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw, it's Murray going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Switch. Shift, shift. Kill. Out. Shift.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 38 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The throw right sideline here is complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come off the ball. Big Dan. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Switch. Let's go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Right there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Down. 50, plant.
55, Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball.
Hey, Delta.
Let's keep moving. Convert. 55, Mike, guys. 55. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check.
Ready.
2nd and 11.
Check. 55. Go.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
55. Come on. You better creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Slam. Bang.
Leo.
Hey, check 24. Check
2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Deuce. Check nickel.
Now a handoff looking right. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55. Watch the slant.
Get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here we go. Here we go. Joker. 36. Under 10. 10. Watch the shift.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. The mic, boy. 51.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 52. Check. Slam. Check your hot read.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Check 43. Alert flare. Check 3.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Here we go. Drop deep. Check. You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep. Check. Rush in. Rush in. Check 99. Check 99. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
36-yard line.
Ready.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bravo. Snap.
Take 4. Take 4. Hatch it. Hatch it. Jam it. Jam it. Jam. Jam. Whip. 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 Watch the whip.
Hey, lock it.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ready up.
55. Check. 55. Mike. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, exit.
Check. Switch. Check. Lucky.
Roll out. Be grip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Check. Hot route. Hot. Watch twist. 25. Check.
Yes.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
60 yards.
Second and 12.
Go, go.
48-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 24, check 24. Shift, shift.
Let's go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Watch the shift.
Ready, ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check it. Say. Showing it. He's checking.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Ready. Down to lose one. Switch.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 51. Get ready.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
Shit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
55. Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam.
Protein spill. Now.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Stay with your man. Check.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ready, ready.
55. Check, 55, Mike. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get
Cut. Fight.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
okay, baby, I see you.
On the ready.
51, 951. Watch the screen. Pass. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Straight stone, travel.
He's coming, he's coming.
Ready, go.
We got double up, double up.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up.
Big grip, big grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29
That's what I'm
yard
talking about.
line.
Nice
A
hit,
6-yard
man.
pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Target, target.
80 weapon.
Switch, switch, switch. Check 50, check 50.
Say go.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam, slam, slam. Bang.
Hard, hard.
Bang, bang. Hey.
But I.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Rock it.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Go on.
Check.
Right.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Whoosh. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Hey, watch it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Big edge. Watch out.
catch made by Slayton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Got a man, Slayton. The 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43. Alert flare. Let's go. Come on. Check 3. Check.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Single slot.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. This fielded at the 2. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Detroit.